And for those wondering if I would, yes, I got the video right tonight. I apologize for last night advertising that it was the Buffalo Sabres versus the Philadelphia Flyers. No, that didn't actually happen. That was a mistake on my part. Hello and welcome to Tuesday night 6HL playoff hockey. The conference finals continue here. I, as always, am your host, TJ, the Chalkboard, coming to you live from the basement of the Legion of Doom headquarters here in Newmarket, Ontario, Canada. Got some great games on the docket tonight. Now, you only saw one guest, but guess what? I got two. I got, oh my God, it's Dano, or Harry, or whatever he wants to call himself. Maybe it's Cavalry today. I'm not entirely sure. And down below, we have Mr. Obi-Wan's Obstructionsz. How you doing, guys?
Yo, we're chilling. We're chilling. Pretty pumped for this game. These games.
Yeah, Chalk. I'm excited to get into these games.
Dude. Do I need to ask? I don't think I need to ask. Anyway.
No, I wasn't ready. To be honest, I wasn't ready.
Clearly you were not. So here we go.
I'm so excited. I can.
All right.
You sound like it.
Yeah, you sound excited. You definitely sound excited. Okay. First things first. We got to get to our matchups. So for tonight, the Western Conference, we're watching games 3 and 4 between Vancouver and St. Louis. Now, this series is 2-0 in favor of St. Louis. In the Eastern Conference, it's the same story, but this time between Tampa Bay and Buffalo. Tampa Bay up 2-0 in the series. It's hard to say it, but there's a likelihood we could be done here tonight.
Yeah.
Albeit slim. Right? There's a likelihood we could be done here and know who's moving on. What do these teams have to do to get into this tonight?
Well, if you are Tampa and St. Louis, you're sitting pretty comfortable right now, looking to close out the series. If I were them, I would not get too overzealous, and I wouldn't come in sleeping. You don't want to take these teams lightly because, and especially you don't want to be making mistakes because they will capitalize on your mistakes.
Yeah, exactly. And you got you got Oh My Lettuce in the lineup for Vancouver tonight. That guy definitely coming up big in Game 6 versus Arizona. Getting a couple goals in the end, the game tying goal as well as the game winner in Game 6. Those late game heroics, so there is that ability. But I think most importantly right now, they have to be focused on winning Game 3.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Definitely. I'm gonna say right now, and however you want to take it, if they don't win Game 3, they're not gonna win Game 4. I just don't see it happening.
Yeah, it definitely deflates the room. What about you, Obstructionsz?
I'm gonna have to agree with Harry. If you don't come out firing on all cylinders in this Game 3, if you're Vancouver, then you're really not looking too hot for Game 4. Like you lose that game, your room's gonna be deflated. You're not gonna want to talk to each other. It's gonna make things really difficult. The communication's just gonna fall apart.
Yeah, but I think, and I think Harry can back me up on this one. I think that if there's a game or two that Vancouver can right now get out of this series to get it to a Game 5 tied up, there is a potential opportunity here, and I think that is the goaltending tonight on the St. Louis side with Zurion.
Yeah, I'm a little worried about with Zurion in that. I know if you look at his regular season, he's got a pretty good record, but he's got about a 3 or 4 goals allowed average, and so if Vancouver can get to Zurion's head, they can definitely take both games here tonight.
Obstructionsz?
I don't know if I'm seeing this right. He's only got one playoff game.
Yeah,
so he's.
Sorry, go ahead, Harry.
Yeah, he's not really coming with too many games underneath his belt in this playoffs.
Yeah, like that can definitely play a factor. You could get on him early, take take some risky shots, just some floaters, put them on, test them early.
Yeah.
You might catch them sleeping.
Yeah, and I think that is going to be the key. Buffet Pond in the chat saying that Vancouver need to get under St. Louis skin rather than it's with physicality or weather. It's with physicality or play lettuce hockey. And he's absolutely right that they are going to have to be high pressure on this team. Obviously playing smart defensively, but they are going to have to be high pressure on this team and getting lots of shots, right? It doesn't matter where they're coming from. Get pucks on net, try and get those dirty goals, try and pick up a rebound. And that's how Vancouver, I think, gets back into the series. And I think there is a possibility here tonight.
Exactly. And the one thing about Vancouver is that they got to move the puck quick, and they can't be looking for like the play, if you want to call it. You know, like you said, Chalk, they got to get those grimy goals, get tips, rebounds, crash the net, do whatever you got to do to get into Zurion's head. And I can assure you, if they do that tonight, they can definitely come away with 2 games here.
Yes, indeed. And then for Buffalo and Tampa Bay. So we thought Loxies was going to be in net last night, but he's in net tonight. Tampa Bay with the 2-0 series lead, as I mentioned earlier. Now, Loxies promised a Game 1 shutout. Now, obviously, he wasn't playing, but he's saying that he's still going to pull through it tonight. Is that overconfidence a little too much? When you're going up against the Wilksies, Llama, JT?
I don't think so. I think Loxies has proven time and time again this season that, you know, he can be that guy who can stop the puck and be big in those big moments. And like his goals against proves that, with it only being a 214 on the regular season here. He's got
in 21 games.
Yeah, he's got an 8.2 save percentage. Like he's unreal.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I will say this, I do feel like Buffalo does have the better lineup here tonight, but if there is one man that can stop this line, it is Loxies. You know, going back to that Philly Game 7, you kind of saw this line and saw what they were capable of shutting down Philly, and I think Buffalo takes both games here tonight. You know, they have the big guns out, and I think Tampa is going to have a little hard time containing the Wilksies, and especially getting through the neutral zone with JT and Llama in the back end. Those two guys are been huge for them all season long.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, and then on the Tampa side, you know, don't minimize it. You have Trey out there who, you know, not only the offensive abilities, but the defensive abilities too that we've seen out of this guy for a forward, like a Wilksy, right? Lots of interceptions, lots of good takeaways, good positioning. This for Tampa, I think, you know, the key, as written there, is going to be the continued pressure. They are going to have to keep bringing that same pressure that they were bringing against Buffalo last night, and be relentless with it. But you're going to come up against that wall and Angelic Llama and JT.
Exactly. I couldn't have said it better here. Obviously, you know, I don't want to, you know, count Tampa out, but my hot take tonight is that Buffalo definitely has the better lineup, and it'll be interesting on how Tampa adjusts to Buffalo's defense, because I know they can play that trap very well.
Yeah.
I see a split here tonight with Tampa and Buffalo. I can see that happening. The offense you're gonna get from Trey, Stu, and Squid up there is gonna be ridiculous, and then you got Moosey and McFly, amazing breakout defensemen. Like they're gonna catch them sleeping at some point. They'll be able to get that stretch pass. You might see a couple breakaways.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. Trey, like on both sides of the puck, is really good, and he, you know, in absence of Kucherov, can definitely be the game changer. And along with Stu, that is quite the deadly combination there. Guys, this is going to be one hell of a Tuesday night as we're just waiting for the boys to get going. Waiting for them to match up, I should say. Buffalo and Tampa. And Vancouver, St. Louis. This is this is what the playoffs are made for. Busted Dimes in the chat. What's going on, buddy?
Put in the chat on who do you think's gonna come out with Game 3 between St. Louis, Vancouver, and Buffalo and Tampa, and even Game 4.
That goes for everybody. Everybody do that.
Yeah, come on, chat.
I want to see it in the chat.
Let's see what you got. Let's get your predictions here. Who takes Game 3?
St. Louis wins both.
St. Louis wins both. Buffett says Game 3 Van.
Wow, Busted Dimes really riding that sweep
St.
thing.
Louis.
Yeah. You know, like for me, I called the sweep between St. Louis and Edmonton last year. But I wasn't singing about it. I wasn't celebrating it.
Wilksy says Nucks take 3.
Loxy's, of course, says Tampa sweeps.
Oh, of course. Of course. You know, I do love the confidence. I absolutely love the confidence of the kid. It looks like...
Loxy's, we're looking for the shutouts.
Yeah.
So, Buffalo waiting on Tampa right now, but we are going to cut over. Is Vancouver and St. Louis have matched up here. The first game of the night, Game 3. 7-game series. Currently, St. Louis up 2-0. You think we're going to see a quick goal? Last night we saw one like within the first 5 seconds from St. Louis.
Yeah, definitely not the start Vancouver wanted last night.
No. Absolutely not. And here comes St. Louis now. Backhand shot. That one goes wide of the net. That one gets back up to the point. Shot on, scores! And it's 1-0 St. Louis.
And just
Not
like
the
yesterday,
start.
we see a quick goal.
Not the start you're looking for in Vancouver, that's for sure.
No. And it's Bobby Bobette with the shot from the point.
Wow. That is deflating.
Yes, it is. 19-11 remaining there. 1-0 for St. Louis. Buffalo and Tampa Bay about to kick off.
And if you're Vancouver and you're coming in here with a game plan, you know, that's definitely one way for your plans to get spoiled is a goal getting scored right off the hop right like that.
Vancouver with a little bit of pressure there. Trying to get something going here against the St. Louis team.
They need to play a good team defense this game and really make it hard in the neutral zone for St. Louis.
Absolutely.
Can I change my pick? That's tough going down early from Wilksy.
Yeah, no doubt, eh? Oh my god.
Nah, Wilksy, they're locked in. We already have it on a graphic and we're going to send it out tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to put that on a billboard somewhere. Shot and score. St. Louis up 2-0 now.
And Vancouver's definitely got to switch it up before anything else bad happens their way.
Yeah. And a great opportunity there for Wilksy L on the wraparound attempt. Loxy's coming up with a big save over in that Tampa Buffalo game. Buffalo with a shot. Big save. I think that one may have hit a body on the way through as well. Comes Tampa Bay.
It looked like it changed direction.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything's frozen for me.
Really?
There we go. It's fixed now.
I don't know what's going on with you boys.
We're just not as superior as your internet, Chalk.
I guess not. I
It's not
guess.
the internet, bro. I got a gig up, gig down. You got somebody injured there on Vancouver? I
Maybe.
didn't see who it was.
Yeah, I didn't catch that. All right.
Yeah, Vancouver's gotta get one here to get some momentum. Obviously, those 2 quick goals are definitely not good. It seems like Bobby's been coming up big for St. Louis in Game 3 right now, as he's got both goals.
Yeah. Like I said, he was definitely gonna have to lead the way with the Don King Patmo out of the lineup tonight, and that's exactly what he's doing. Vancouver moving into the zone now. Not able to get a shot off. I don't think, or it looks like it may have been a shot, but it got picked off before it hit the net.
They need to really test Zerion, as he's not been really faced minimum shots here from Vancouver.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can catch him sleeping.
Yeah,
Oof.
exactly.
Vancouver got away with one there.
Yes,
right
they
off the
absolutely
post.
did. Absolutely. Oh, that one goes over the net. And St. Louis buzzing again. And that one down the boards. That gets picked off. Here comes Vancouver back the other way now. St. Louis able to pick that up and turn it right back around. 2-0 there between St. Louis and Vancouver. 5:20 remaining in that game. Buffalo and Tampa still no score. 7:09 remaining in the first.
Loxy's making some big saves over there for his team.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Buffalo has definitely been pressuring.
Yeah, every time I seem to glance over them, Buffalo is in their zone. It looks like Buffalo's came to play tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, big save there.
And
Oh
Props
my
is
God.
getting tested really.
Peppered.
Yeah, he's getting tested a lot in this first period.
Absolutely.
The score could be like 6-0 right now.
Here
if
comes
it
St.
wasn't
Louis
for him.
breakaway. Oh, good job getting back there to break that up.
Another big save by him.
Yeah.
Wow. This game could easily be 6-0 right now.
Easily. And really quickly, Burden B is now following. Thank you, Burden.
Thank you for the follow.
Appreciate it.
We got an odd man rush here for Tampa.
Tuesday night, 6HL hockey. Oh, big shot on. Big glove save there. Or
Who's
I think
that,
no,
Dirt?
blocker save. No,
Dirt in
that?
Dirt was playing last night. So I don't have the lines up here in front of me. Here they come now
It's
again.
OTs.
Oh,
OTs.
yeah, that's right. OTs. Oof. So the first period done between Vancouver and St. Louis.
Pretty dominant showing out here from St. Louis in Game 3. That's really going to put a damper on things for Vancouver.
Absolutely. And a good job there trapping by Tampa Bay. Oh! That one almost getting put into their own net. We'll send that one around. Buffalo taking it now. Up the boards on the right-hand side. We'll send that around. St. Louis able to pick that up and now coming back the other way. Missed the hip, but got enough of him. He let go of that puck. Oh, another missed hit there.
Oh.
And that'll end that period. There's still no score.
And
here we go. Vancouver on the breakaway. Shot scores.
Big goal.
Vancouver back to within one.
Massive goal.
Yeah. Big time. They needed that in the worst way.
Hopefully they can
And,
build off that, get some momentum going.
Yeah.
really quick here, guys. I got an announcement to make. Busta, I hope you're listening. Owner applications, if you're looking to own, are going out tonight. That's right. You heard me correct. They're going out tonight. Clint's writing up the announcement right now, so stay tuned. And if you want to own in the six, go ahead, fill that out, and we'll see you on the ice potentially next season.
Yes, and for the rest of you who are looking to play, signups are now open for season number 14 of the 6HL, the summer season. It is going to be a fun one. Here we are now in the conference finals. Currently right now in the second period, 15 minutes remaining between St. Louis and Vancouver. St. Louis up 2-1. Tampa Bay and Buffalo, no score there, beginning of the second period.
Loxley's just made a ridiculous save.
There's been a few here. Shot on. Oh, big stave there. And both of these goalies coming up big for their teams. Good defensive positioning there to block that up. Buffalo now coming back the other way. Setting that around. Coming out front. Pass misses. Here comes Tampa. Pulling up, pass out front. Doesn't hit its target. Good job there by Angelic Lama getting a stick on that to break it up. Tampa Bay gets it back. Knocked off the puck, and here comes Buffalo back the other way now. Oh, good job. Looking out front. Couldn't get a shot off there, though. Oh, boy. Vancouver shot and scores, and it's 2-2.
Oh, my.
Looks like the Blues took that 2-goal early lead, and then they kind of sat back on their heels, and now it's all been Vancouver. Good to see that they responded well after that first period to tie the game here.
Well, absolutely. And like you said, Harry, you were the one that brought it up when we were talking about what to put on the 3 keys. Don't sleep. Don't sleep. And it looks like St. Louis right now just a little dizzy with what they're going up against. Here comes Vancouver again.
Looking at their first period stats, I believe it was 8-3 shots. So Zurion didn't really get tested much that period. So maybe he's still cold. You got to think of how he's feeling right now after that first period.
Yeah, exactly. Shot and scores. Vancouver's up 3-2.
Over. Holy. Nilsey is just putting Vancouver into his backpack right now.
Hey, Busta, how you doing, buddy? That was awfully pretty.
Busta, if you're in the chat, owner applications are out. I know how excited you are for that.
Wow. Started feeling really bad for Vancouver there early. And now this is just fun to watch. And oh my God, I don't know if you guys just saw that. Absolutely phenomenal save by Loxley's against Wilkes's 13. Big hit there.
That was a tremendous save by Loxley's. I mean, that goal, it looked like it was in the back of the net.
Yep. He's making a couple big saves there as well.
Vancouver
scores again.
I was about to say shot and scores. Vancouver's up 4-2 now.
Who's Neil? Who's right wing?
Nilsey.
Nilsey?
Is it again?
Yeah, Nilsey with 4 goals.
This is unreal. This guy came to play. He said, "Hey, lettuce, hold my beer." Here comes Vancouver again.
That's 4 unanswered goals by Vancouver.
Yeah.
A lot of us probably thought they were done after that first period, but obviously, I don't know what was said in that first intermission, but it seems like they've been able to rally back here in make it a game for St. Louis.
Well, I can tell you from talking to the guy, doing an interview with the guy, from playing with him, from talking with guys that have played with him. Oh my lettuce is probably is.
Wow.
I know.
Big save by Otis.
Yeah, I was gonna say giant save there by Otis.
Wow, dude, it's the battle of the goalies in that series right now.
But yeah, oh my lettuce is probably, you know, right there with Frisch as one of the best leaders. Shot and scores. St. Louis back to within one. It's 4-3 there. This one is turning into a goal fest.
That one seemed like the goalie had, but it kind of just trickled out of his glove, it appears.
Yeah. Ooh, trying to tuck that one in. Can't get it. Another shot. Another save. Loxies just ready. And that'll end.
Shut it down.
That'll end the second period. They started behind, dude. That was just non-stop play. Wow.
Wow, and that second period is already done before Vancouver.
That's what I mean. Like, they started behind, and they're already done. Like, it was non-stop play there for a while. No whistles. Great hockey. And with that, the second period is done. Between Vancouver and St. Louis, it's 4-3 there. 2-0 at the end of one. 4-3 now.
Nilsey's been kind of leaving the zone early, and the St. Louis defense doesn't look like anyone's picking that up because I believe there was a chance for Nilsey to get another breakaway chance, but the St. Louis player beat their right defenseman, Vancouver's right D to the puck.
Yeah.
And if that right defenseman picked it up, it could have been a breakaway to the other side.
Yeah.
That St. Louis defense got to watch out for that guy going into this third period.
Yeah. Here comes Buffalo. Shot on. That one goes just wide. And they got to keep testing Loxies here.
I think Buffalo's playing Tampa really well.
Shot on, another big save. Rebound pops out.
Good stick by there by one of the Wilksies. I don't know if it's Jay or Wilksy 13.
Well.
Too many Wilksies in this league.
Yeah, exactly. That one froze up on us a little bit there. We seem to be back up and running. Buffalo with it now, sending it back to the point. Here's JT. JT will send it down low. Wilksy shot on. Oh, another big stop by Loxies. Holy shit.
And the swearing is coming out.
Yeah, sorry guys. Like, this is unreal.
No, this is unreal because both
shot
goalies
and scores. Tampa Bay gets on the board.
As I was gonna say, both goalies are playing unreal right now, but Tampa found the back of the net.
Wow.
And it looks like by Trey.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, Trey was definitely gonna be one of the keys here tonight. So far. So 15-11 remaining in the third between St. Louis and Vancouver. That one is 4-3. And we got just under 14 minutes here between Buffalo and Tampa Bay. Third period there. 1-0 Tampa right now. Buffalo trying to find the answer. The combination for Loxies. Get it? It's a play on words.
Will Loxies be able to back up his words?
Exactly. Here comes Tampa Bay now. Oh, Stu has that knocked off his stick. Good job there getting back by Lama. And here they come. Shot on. Oh, my God.
Loxies with another massive save.
Yeah, the 1T from, like mid-slot. And he picks that up. Making another huge save. Here comes St. Louis now. That gets picked off. Vancouver heading back the other way. It's hard trying to watch both of them. You never know.
Yeah, it is hard.
Shot and scores, and it's all tied up. St. Louis tying it up here.
After blowing their 2-goal lead.
I guess they woke up.
Yeah, it looks like Vancouver is kind of did the same thing like
Yeah, they backed
St. Louis
down.
did in the second period. They kind of let up off the gas, and as we can see, if you have the lead, you gotta continue that pressure. You can't be sitting back and thinking you're safe and with a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. No lead is safe in hockey, and here we go. Oh. Shot on and scores. Buffalo ties it up. Loxies gets beat. No shutout.
Loxies. Where's the shutout?
No shutout for Loxies. I never said it.
Hey, he had
I was
2
thinking
periods and a half. He
Still a fantastic goalie. And this one has
looks
been
like,
a goalie battle the whole way through.
Nielsen might have lagged out here.
Oh, wow.
Oh, no.
So if this game does stay tied, they'll have to back out and then reload for overtime.
Oh, boy. There was a fight. Oh, so he's in the box.
There
There
was
was a fight.
There was a fight. We missed a fight?
Wow, how did we miss a fight?
Guys, we were all watching that goalie battle quite intensely there for a little bit. So.
Okay. All right. Oh, okay. The fight
Oh.
didn't happen. It just did the glitch and it sent them to the box.
Oh, absolute bullshit. Fix the game, EA.
Gotcha. We wouldn't have missed it. There's 3 of us. One of us would have saw it if there was an actual fight.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there he is. He's back. Here he comes. A little bit of room. Shot on. Big save. On both. OT's coming up with a big save there. And Azurion coming up with a big save for St. Louis.
Ilzy's looking real crafty here. Looking for his 5th of the game.
So once again, reminder, it is the conference finals. Third period, 3:06 remaining between Tampa Bay and Buffalo. It is tied at 1. And
saved there by OTs.
yes, and in
Tampa
Vancouver,
player was out there all alone.
Yeah.
Could have been dangerous if he was able to get that in the back of the net.
yes, in Vancouver, Vancouver and St. Louis, 3 minutes remaining there. It's 4-4 in the third. Guys, we may be getting some free hockey. I do love me some free hockey.
Yep, me too. Can't go wrong with free hockey.
Overtime hockey is the best kind of hockey.
Yeah, as long as it's not 5 periods of overtime.
No,
'Cause
I want 10.
Man. Yeah.
Dude, because by the end of that night, my throat was just, like, absolutely killing me. I don't know if you guys saw that, but OT's just came up with a giant save there on Stu. Man, some great back-and-forth action in both of these games tonight. This is everything I was hoping for. This has been some absolutely fantastic hockey. Thank you for joining us. If you're just tuning in, this is 6HL Hockey on a Tuesday night. Stanley Cup Playoffs Conference Finals Game 3 in both series between Tampa Bay and Buffalo, and St. Louis taking a penalty.
Oh.
St. Louis and Vancouver. Game 3.
I haven't seen too many penalties taken here tonight.
No, I
think that's the first one.
yeah, I think that's the first one, aside from the Phantom fight. Oh, shot on. Big stop there.
And it looks
by
like
Azurion.
St. Louis took another one. So now they're going to be a 5-on-3. This could be dangerous for the Blues.
Yeah.
Oh, 5-on-4.
Tampa.
Oh, Vancouver now. Tampa taking a penalty.
Stu to the box in the 5-minute major.
Oh, no. Oh, no. That is not what you want to do, especially when you're going into overtime.
5-minute major.
Shot on, big stop. Oh, they needed that. That'll run out the third. And it looks like, Oh my
And
God,
St.
St.
Louis
Louis just took
another one.
another penalty. So it's going to be 5-on-3 going into
Vancouver
overtime.
has a great chance
Unless they can score here.
to score here and not have to go into overtime.
That would be huge. They would deflate St. Louis. going into that game.
Absolutely. Absolutely. 15 seconds remaining here. One last opportunity. Pass out front. Shot on. Big stop. Another shot. That one gets picked up by the defense. They will send that out. 3 seconds remaining here. I don't think enough time to get another shot on. So that'll do it. Both games are going to overtime. Hot dog. Free hockey, everybody. Let's go. All right, guys. Let's get from the chat. Let's get your overtime predictions. Who do you think is going to win these games in overtime? There's 40 of you watching. I want to get as many of you in the chat. Let's go.
You know, I have a feeling here, Chalk. If Buffalo and Vancouver can't capitalize on these chances that Tampa and St. Louis has given them, I think St. Louis and Tampa will come up with the wins here. They got to capitalize on these power plays.
Maybe. And on the power play here right now, Buffalo's struggling to get into this Tampa Bay zone. That one goes offside. Tampa Bay doing a great job just holding the line. They got to get something going here. They got plenty of time to do it. But they got to get in there to get it done. Here we go. Up to the point now. Shot on. That one gets blocked on the way through. Tampa Bay picks it up. And they're going to move forward with it. You're in overtime. Just clear that shit. Like, here they come now.
Great poke there by McFly.
Yeah. Not able to get a shot off. St. Louis and Vancouver underway. Here comes Vancouver now. Up to the point. Shot on. There. Oh, I thought that was in. Oh, man. Oh, and a great pick there by OMGITZDANO. Buffalo wins it.
Buffalo wins it with a tip from Wilson.
Wow.
There we go. Wilkesy from who?
I think it was 13. I believe it was 13.
I think it was Llama.
From Lama. Oh, wow. So there we go. Buffalo wins game 3. Series now 2-1 in
It looks
favor
like
of
it's
Tampa.
even in the Vancouver-St. Louis game. So Vancouver was not able to capitalize on that 5-on-3 chance.
Yeah, St. Louis now with the opportunity to make the pay. Here they come, moving that puck down low. Let me just double check to see what I have as the single right now.
So Loxies, where was the shutout, buddy?
Yeah.
Couldn't even get the W.
Exactly. And here we go now. St. Louis, ooh, picking that off. Gets sent back into the St. Louis zone. St. Louis now having to reset. Savage to Bobby. Bobby has that knocked off him. Well, my lettuce with the puck now. Sending that over to Caulfield. That gets picked off. Bobby over to Savage. Savage over to the side. Shot on. Big stop there. And here comes Nell. Shot on, scores!
Wow. What a play.
Vancouver wins game 3. Series
Dude, that
2-1.
guy carried
Wow.
this team in game 3.
5 goals.
Absolutely. Guys, this is crazy. Wow. Wow. Wow.
And whoever that
wow.
was, that right defenseman that was able to get that, basically he shot it up the ice, got it through 14's leg for Nils to even have that chance. If that puck did not get past that St. Louis players between his legs, Vancouver wouldn't have had that chance.
Oh, absolutely not. Unreal. Busta Dimes gaming in the chat. Guess it's not a sweep, buddy. I guess it's not a sweep, and I'm happy to see it. Let's go, Vancouver. That means that we will have some more hockey tomorrow. Myself.
Playoff hopes are alive.
Yes, exactly. I'll be live tomorrow night with Beeps. Beeps making his return. to the streams. Looking forward to it. Been a while since we had that guy hanging out with us. So that'll be a whole lot of fun tomorrow. Yes, Busted Dimes. We already mentioned that the owner apps are out, baby.
Yeah,
It's time for you to
called you out.
Yeah,
Like,
Go fill it out 15 times. I
Yep.
dare you.
time for you to fill it out and get your ass in as an owner.
Yo, what's up, Cabries? Karen, how's it going?
Yeah, Cav is in the
Yo,
chat.
Karen Cabries.
Tough Guy Gaming in the chat. Wilksy's in the chat. Revo in the chat. Let's go, boys.
Busted already filled it out 15 times.
Is everybody having a good time? Yes, Wilksy's NYL backpacking 100%. 100% Cavalries. What's good? Everything's good. We're about to go to game 4. Buffalo already searching. Guys, I'm going to leave you alone. You guys can keep talking. I really got to pee here. I should have went before we started.
Yeah,
But, nah, you know, whatever.
Yeah, go take care of it.
Yeah, you're all good. You're all good. Man, Loxy's talking all the shit in the world and not backing it up.
Hey, you love the confidence though. You know, you love to see it in the playoffs, especially. It's unfortunate that he couldn't back it up, but he did say he was gonna get a shutout in Game 4. So you know, there's still hope to get at least the one.
Disappointing. I expect
All right, chat.
more.
If you're just joining us, Buffalo wanted an overtime 2-1. Vancouver wanted an overtime 5-4. Who do we think is gonna take Game 4 here? Let's see your predictions, everyone.
I got Vancouver and I got Tampa.
Yeah. I think I got St. Louis in the Game 4. I think they're gonna come out hot, and I don't think Vancouver's gonna be able to win that Game 4. Unfortunately, I think they. I think there's a line change there, so I'm a little bit concerned on how they're going to respond after this game.
Oh, McFly, I'm not saying it was Loxy's fault. I'm just giving him shit for saying he was gonna get a shutout and then didn't even get the W.
Clement says Buffalo. Who else? Let's see who else. Who's got? What are the predictions here, guys? Who's gonna take Game 4 between both series?
Wilksy says Buffalo and St. Louis.
Ooh. Well,
I got Vancouver tying the series and Tampa going up 3-1.
I think the other way around. I think it's going to be Buffalo tying up the series and St. Louis going up 3-1. That's my prediction.
Yeah, I said St. Louis is gonna take this next game.
Yeah.
Just because I think Vancouver has like a whole nother line change. I think I saw that. I forget which team had like a few new guys in their lineup.
It's not. No, only one change for Vancouver, and that's She's Too Old for You is going to left wing in place of Caulfield.
Okay.
So here we go. Game 4 underway between Tampa Bay and Buffalo.
I guess that isn't too much of a difference then, because She Too Young did have one hell of a season. I think he did get to like 101 points on the regular season.
Yeah. Tampa Bay with the puck now, getting that one up to the point. Will get sent back down low. Buffalo with it now. Shot on. Ooh, that looked pretty offside to me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there is an offside warning there. I was gonna say that's a fine line right there. Did we get a final score in the like real NHL wise? Anybody know what the final score in that Carolina Islanders game was?
I know it was 3-1.
It's 3-2. 3-2 Islanders.
Right on. Right on. The Isles still alive. Want to see that one go. Want to see that one go all the way. That's a fun series.
I hope the Panthers
series.
can get at least one more game out of that series against Boston.
Absolutely not.
I don't want Boston winning Game 5.
I said Boston in 5. They're going to win it at home. And
Yeah.
here is my prediction. I think you're gonna like this take. Okay, Obi.
All right, let's hear it. Let's
So
hear it.
my take is this. So Leafs are coming home tomorrow night.
Goal here
Shot
by
and scores.
Buffalo. Don't mean to
Yeah,
interrupt
no,
you
no,
here,
that's
Chalk.
all right. Buffalo up 1-0. Wilksy getting Buffalo on the board early. Let's go. Beating Loxies. Like I said, got to beat them once.
Love
Shit,
to see it.
Yeah.
Buffalo picking up right where they left off in that overtime, and that's exactly what you need. That quick goal.
Yeah, and Wilksy's doing exactly what Wilksy's does. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful hockey. But no, like I was saying, so Leafs are coming back to Toronto tomorrow for Game 5, up 3-1 in that series. So you know what's going to happen. Sorry, yes, Thursday. So you know exactly what's going to happen in that one. They're not going to win. Because the Leaf fans can't get anything nice at home.
Yeah, you're right.
But Game 6, Toronto will win the series and move on to the second round. That's my prediction there. That's been my prediction from the start when the wife asked me to do her picks for the hockey pool at work. I said Leafs in 6.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, if Toronto does not win Thursday and they have to go back to Tampa and Tampa wins that game, it's not going to be good for the Leafs. The Leafs got to close out Game 5.
Dude, a Game 7 won't be good for the entire Toronto fan base. It'll just be pure mental anguish running through the streets of Toronto.
They have to finish it out on Game 5.
Yeah. Like, having grown up in Toronto myself, like, I feel bad. Like, a lot of my buddies are Toronto fans, and sorry, guys. Sorry,
I'm
guys.
going to tell you right now, if that series goes to Game 7, I'm going to be very drunk that entire game.
We won't see Obi for a couple days.
Yeah, probably not. Probably not. Really good book. If you haven't read it, Steve Dangle's This Hockey Team Ruined My Life.
Yeah.
All about his Leafs fandom and growing up a Leafs fan during
Dude, guy's a legend.
Some of the darkest years.
I like how energetic he gets on his videos.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Did you see him during the stream for the Leafs game the other night?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He almost passed out last night on the game-winning goal.
Yeah. That guy, like, he's such a fan, right? Just an absolutely great guy, great part of the hockey community. And another guy, if you haven't ever checked him out on YouTube, that you should check out is the Hockey Guy. Another great guy to follow on YouTube for all your hockey news. That guy's awesome.
I've seen a couple videos of him.
Frisch in the chat. Please no talking about potential Game 7 in Toronto series. I'm going to need Obi alive for next season. Thanks.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. 50 of you watching. Right on, everybody. Welcome. Hey, and shot and scores. Buffalo's up 2-0. What did I tell you? I think Buffalo shook Loxies. Yeah. Buffalo is back. Buffalo is back in the series.
Quick face-off play there by Buffalo.
Yeah.
Going into that draw, it looked not Toronto, Tampa. We had Toronto. We were just talking about Toronto, so they were on my mind. But Tampa was controlling the face-off that.
Yeah.
So that was a big win by Jay Wilksy.
Yep, absolutely. Shot on. Forced to make a big stop there. Here comes Tampa back the other way now.
The crazy thing about that Leaf series now, too, is Sheldon Keefe came out today and stated that Matthew Knies will not be being taken out of the lineup with Michael Bunting coming back.
Then don't put Michael Bunting in the lineup. Who else do you take out? Putting Bunting back in makes the team better. I'm sorry, I don't want to go off top. Well, you know what? It's okay, great. It's intermission between Buffalo and explain to me who you could pull out of that Toronto Maple Leafs lineup.
The only player I think could be Lafferty, and Lafferty has been unreal on that fourth line. I don't know.
Exactly, and here's the issue, right? Like, we saw it. It's been I've mentioned it on some of the streams before, right? We've seen since December when Bunting got pushed off the ice by the official. Ever since that point, whatever happened within that whole conversation and everything else that happened that night, every time he draws a call, he takes a penalty. He gets tripped and gets 2 minutes for embellishment. It's happening again and again, right? He gets, he gets checked and he gets an unsportsmanlike. Like, I've seen some of the most ridiculous penalties. They are targeting him. So there is absolutely, in my mind, there is absolutely nobody you can put into that lineup. Or, sorry, there's nobody that you can pull out of that lineup that Bunting is going to be better than, because he's just going to draw more.
Yep.
And the Leafs don't need that, especially against Tampa.
Exactly.
And speaking of Tampa and Buffalo, second period underway.
2-0 lead for the Buffalo Sabres.
Yes. St. Louis and Vancouver, game 4 there, about to get underway. This has been absolutely fantastic.
Let's see if Vancouver can end the streak of scoring with 20 seconds into the first period by the Blues.
Yeah, exactly. Well,
it'd be nice to see Vancouver get the first goal here.
Well, they just made that a little bit harder for themselves because they're taking a tripping penalty there. I was about to say that was definitely a trip. So Vancouver going to the box, St. Louis getting an opportunity on the power play.
Yeah, and all the teams so far in that game 3 did a really good job staying out of the box. But then towards the end of the game, it seemed like teams were lacking and made a few mistakes. And you saw that 5-minute penalty taken by Tampa. I mean, you can't be taking reckless penalties like that.
No, absolutely not. And that you have to avoid that by any means necessary, right? You can't give opportunities, and that's all that you're doing when you're taking penalties like that again and again. So
yeah, and obviously, going into that
shot on by Wilkes. Oh, and a penalty shot.
Wow. Let's go. Let's go. How many penalty shots have you seen in the playoffs so far?
Well, we saw one last night.
You saw one last night, I mean?
Yeah, and I can't remember. I think it was I'm pretty sure it was for St. Louis though. Shot on, scores.
That's a goal.
3-0 Buffalo. Let's go. Let's go Buffalo. Yeah, I told you guys I'm putting my Buffalo hat on. Sorry, folks.
I also went with Buffalo. I think they're going to tie. Just because I feel like they had the better lineup tonight.
Let me go find a Buffalo jersey real quick.
He's like, yeah, I didn't pick Tampa. I don't know what you're talking about.
Like I said, the lineup matches are hugely important, but the defensive system that this team is capable of playing, can frustrate a lot of teams. And
all that experience and playoff experience on the back end of Buffalo's team is very impressive.
The playoff experience, the championships.
Draw a penalty.
Yeah.
Oh, with the chance to make it 4-0.
Wow. Buffalo coming in hard and heavy in this one. 3-0 right now. 10 minutes remaining here in the second period. Power play for Buffalo. Wilkes shot on. Stopped there by Loxies. Wilkes gets another opportunity at the shot. That one doesn't make it all the way to the net. That one's sent down low. Tampa Bay finally able to pick that up. They try to shoot it down, but JT able there to block it up.
St. Louis takes a tripping penalty, so Vancouver's going to go on the power play.
Shot on, big save by Loxies. Wow, power play hockey in both of these. And the teams
I've been preaching this since round 1 of the playoffs.
Yeah.
You gotta stay disciplined.
Yeah.
If you're making mistakes, you're taking reckless penalties. These teams are capable of capitalizing on your mistakes just like within seconds.
No, absolutely.
The talent is just so deep in this league that You just got to stay out of the box,
Oh,
especially in the playoffs.
110%. John Wayne. Going back a little bit ago there, I saw John Wayne with another great block on a point shot. You know, again, this whole team, how they play defensively. Great stick there by John Wayne. Pass out front. That one gets picked off, and here comes Tampa Bay back the other way. Tampa Bay with it now. Trying to make a little room. Big hit behind the net by Lama. Wow. That was kind of nasty.
Looks like another penalty was taken by the Blues. So the Vancouver's back to the power play.
Trip there. Loxy's with a big stop there. Yeah.
Another big save.
Yeah.
Right now the Blues are kind of given some great chances for the Vancouver to get the first goal here.
Absolutely.
Let's see if they can actually capitalize on these before the Blues find the back of the net first.
Yeah, big save there. Vancouver able to make the big stop. Here's Vancouver again. Shot on. That one gets tipped wide. Vancouver able to pick that back up. Losing it. Here he comes. No.
Tampa really needs to just get some shots on net here. They just aren't getting any momentum for themselves. They're just getting held to the outside. They need to get that puck up to the point and get some point shots, put some bodies in front.
Well, again, this is that great trap, right? You know, that I've been talking about. When Buffalo starts playing this system, it frustrates teams. They start making mistakes, and then they capitalize on those opportunities. You know, and they got a couple early ones. Now they're sitting back. They're playing the trap. And, you know, at some point here, Tampa's going to make a mistake. Buffalo will probably capitalize again, and it'll probably be Wilkes's. So
here's a breakaway chance. Big stop. Big poke. By I think it was Lettuce who got that poke in there last minute.
Yeah. Oh, Cavry's in the job. No shutout again. He needs to stop running.
And diving save there by Zurion. It was a loose puck chance. If he missed that, that could have been in the back of the net for Vancouver.
Yep. Absolutely. Here's St. Louis now. Shot on. That one gets blocked on the way through. They managed to pick it back up. Great defensive play there. Just swarming. Nil. Shot on. Another big stop by Zurion. Wow. So there we go. Third period here between Tampa Bay and Buffalo. Buffalo up 3-0 right now.
And if I was Buffalo right now, I would keep pressuring Tampa, keep making it hard for them. As you can see, Tampa gets that one goal.
Yeah.
That was a very, very nice play by that guy. He basically deked around three guys and sniped it. So.
Yeah, big shot and score there. It's now 3-1 between Buffalo and Tampa Bay.
Can they chip away here and bring it back?
Yeah. Well, they definitely got time. 17 minutes remaining here. Big hit there. Oh, no. There's a penalty coming. That was a trip. It looked like a hit. So Wilkes is going to the box.
Here's a great opportunity for Tampa to make it a 1-goal lead.
Yeah.
Everything in the stat category there for Vancouver St. Louis was even across the board.
Yeah, definitely not what I was expecting here out of this one.
You know, it's kind of funny here, Chalk, because in Game 3, Vancouver and St. Louis had all the goals, and right now Buffalo and Tampa Game 4 has all the goals.
Yeah.
So it's kind of funny and interesting how it all shifted after that Game 3.
All just going back and forth. Here we go. John Wayne now. Dump that in cross side. 22 seconds remaining on the power play there for Tampa Bay. Here they come. A little bit of room. Pass out front. Shot on. Big stop there. 15:02 remaining in the third. Buffalo up 3-1 over the Tampa Bay Lightning. 18:07 remaining in the second period. St. Louis and Vancouver still no score. Game 4 in both of these games. Currently right now, St. Louis up 2-1 in that series, and Tampa Bay up 2-1 in the series with Buffalo. Game 5 goes tomorrow. Right here on the official 6HL Twitch channel. And don't forget, if you want, you can always watch all of our, if you miss any of the action, you can always watch any of our broadcasts. They're libraried on YouTube, so you can always watch them there. Don't forget to give us a like and a subscribe when you're there.
And a big goal here by Niels. It looks like he tried to pass it over to his left wing, and it kind of just trickled through the 5-hole here.
Oh, that's an Obi-Wan's goal.
The Force, baby.
Yeah, that is an Obi-Wan's goal.
As you can see how Zurion moved to the other side, thinking it was going to over to She's Too Young for You.
Yeah, he bit. And, well, actually, I guess he didn't bit because pass was coming.
Yeah, the pass was definitely going on that side.
Pass was coming to his pad, though. Looks like, oh, great stick there by Angelic Llama.
Oh, what a move. Little pass to himself, self-pass. With the, what's that, the left bumper?
Yep. It's Vancouver now. They'll lose that. St. Louis now coming back the other way. 1-0 Vancouver right now. 13:30 remaining in the second period. Buffalo and Tampa. Buffalo up 3-1. 7:30 remaining there.
You know, Chalk, when we were going back over the 3 keys here tonight, you know, going back, I said if both teams end up losing game 3, I would find it hard to believe they would be able to win this game 4. So them both winning game 3 is definitely a great confidence booster for them going into game 4. And as you can see, it's paying off for them winning that game 3.
Absolutely. Absolutely, and this is what you want, right? You want your line matchups, and you want it to work out in your favor. But then you got to take one. You got to take the next one from them. If you're Buffalo and you're Vancouver, you need to take the next one. Going into Game 5 tomorrow.
Who's this Rye Dog guy in the chat? Get him out of here.
Oh.
That 4-0 choke was looking real nice on you guys, eh?
Yeah, Rye Dog in the chat. Some fat geezer in the chat. Covey's with us.
Big save here by Ortiz. Tampa forward got behind the Buffalo's defense and kind of made it. Buffalo's defense kind of closed in on him, making it hard for him to get that shot off.
Sorry, Zerky. Rye Dog was asking for it.
We have Zerk in the chat. There he is.
Gary's Obi looking fresh.
Let's go.
Yeah, you're a beauty, Cabries.
Oh, Cabries. No love for Chalk, especially since he cleaned up, got a haircut, and no love for me, man.
That's
wow.
All right. That's all right. It's all right. This is. I remember things. I'll bring it up at next year's owner interview.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for watching again, guys. It is 6HL hockey on a Tuesday night. Round 3 of the playoffs and conference finals between St. Louis and Vancouver, Buffalo and Tampa Bay. And wow, what a night it has been. So far, Buffalo now with 8 seconds left. This one, I think we can safely say, is over. There it is.
Wow.
So Buffalo wins 3-1 and ties up the series at 2.
Impressive.
Unreal.
Play by Buffalo. You kind of saw they kind of built off that game 3 and they came in and basically what they did to Philadelphia, you know, played the trap on them, made it hard for them. Got those 3 quick early goals, and you know that's all they needed.
Absolutely. So 3-1 final there for Buffalo. They win Game 4. Game 5 will go tomorrow night. Game 5 and 6 will go tomorrow night.
Disappointed in Loxies, man.
And the big question here now, Chalk, is can Vancouver keep St. Louis off the scoreboard and close this one out?
Oh, that is going to be hugely important. 1 second remaining here in the second. And there we
They
go.
got a 1-goal lead going
Yes.
into the third. It'll be interesting.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And just a great job by Vancouver in this one. Right? Kind of slowing, like I had mentioned yesterday, slow everything down. Right? You'll find your chances, you'll get your way, but you have to make them play your game and slow them down. They're doing a great job of that here tonight, and right now they're ahead by 1. Quickly, guys, while we have a quick second here between periods, I just want to remind you that the season 14 signups have opened. You can join us on our Discord, or if you're already there, come on in, sign up. The water is warm. Games are Monday through Thursday, 9 p.m., 9:40, and 10:20 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Look forward to seeing all of you there for Season 14. And if you're looking for the link, you can also find it. It's popped up here at some point in the chat, and I'll make sure that I pop it up again. Here we go, third period about to get underway. Sorry, guys. Didn't mean to do that to you. St. Louis and Vancouver.
You're fine, buddy.
Stop the virtual cam there for a second. I hit the wrong button. I was trying to come out of studio mode. Ooh, shot on. Big save. They come now. They're going to send that in across. Yeah, you got the lead. Don't risk anything.
Oh.
Great job there staying in the lane. Oh, big shot on another stop. Another shot. Another save. Oh, my God.
Oh my! Just shot after shot after shot.
Yeah,
They're
there's
trying
nil
to
now.
Get everything.
As that knocked off a stick, they get that around back of the net, trying to get the pass out front. He gets bumped off the puck. Now here's Ben Sniffer bringing it back the other way. Love saying his name, Ben Sniffer.
Hey, Chalk.
Yeah.
I know it might be a little bit too late, but we forgot to change the description.
Or did we? Pretty sure I did.
This Monday Night Hockey for me.
Yeah, it says it for me too.
Well, I apologize.
Oh, you're fine, dude.
I will change it afterwards. People know what they're watching. I thought I saved it. I did actually have a change. If you refresh it, it'll it'll show you.
Oh, okay. Tough guy says it says Tuesday.
No. So here we go. 1-0 Vancouver, 12:50 remaining here in the third period. Big opportunity right now. I'm wondering, actually.
Oh, big shot.
Oh, there we
That
go.
almost caught Zuri on there.
Yeah.
He wasn't expecting that.
Another big hit there. Here comes Vancouver now. That one gets broken up. Savage with the puck now, getting it over to Ben Sniffer. Ben Sniffer loses that. Lettuce picking it up. Oh, Lettuce getting absolutely crushed in the corner. Bobby tried to put it on, but hit the side of the net. Nil. They'll send it around. Vancouver going to reset and head back. Another big hit there. Here comes St. Louis one more time. Legault with the puck. Ooh, shot on. That one goes wide. Second shot hit the net. Here's Nil. Backhand pass shot on. Scores.
Oh.
And
Vancouver's up 2-0.
goals here.
Is that the dagger?
2 grimy goals here you've seen out of Vancouver. Neil once again just throwing the puck to the front of the net, bouncing off that post for their Vancouver center to just bury that one in.
Yes, and St. Louis taking the timeout. So, they're definitely feeling the pressure now. 8:19 remaining in the third period. Guys, this has been some fantastic hockey tonight.
It has been. It really has been. It's obviously, good to see that both teams, our playoffs hopes are still alive, and I'm hoping Vancouver can finish this game out because they definitely need it going into game 5 and 6.
Exactly. Here's Savage now. That one knocked off of his stick. Vancouver coming back the other way. Ooh. That one goes just wide. Almost a dangerous opportunity there. Here's Ben Sniffer now. A little bit of room. Looking for somebody out front, but he holds it in the corner. Oh, my lettuce with it now. He'll take his time getting that one out.
And shout out to Caulfield. He said, I think Smitty's gonna score in the first half, and that was the guy that capitalized for Vancouver scoring that second goal here.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Neil with a shot on. Oh, they're calling that off. I don't know what they're calling. What are they calling it off for?
It's
Oh, it must be an interference, yeah. I didn't see him hit him.
Crazy.
Well, Vancouver's getting a power
tripped.
play out of it.
He got tripped into the goalie, and they call it back.
That's unreal. Yeah, fix the game. Make it make sense, EA. Here's Bobby Bobette now. Good defensive play there to lock that up. That pass up. Ooh. That one goes offside. We'll get an offensive, neutral zone face-off here outside of the St. Louis zone. 3:59 remaining in the third period.
And St. Louis very physical this game. 21 hits to 5. Definitely seems like Vancouver's had the puck more than St. Louis this game.
Oh yeah, for sure. Oh, coming out of the net, able to get back in time. That could have been real bad.
Yeah, and
You're the goaltender.
10 to go.
Yeah, you don't want to be doing some nonsense like that when you're up 2-0.
Exactly. Oh, here comes the goal now. Oh,
wow, what a stick!
absolutely. Shot pass scores.
And that's
It's
the
3-2.
the defenseman jumping up there.
3-2.
Well-
Isn't it 2-1?
Well,
2-1.
oh, sorry, 2-1. Sorry, I was thinking about the score in the other game. I apologize.
You're good, buddy. You're good. We all make that mistake. I know I do.
Man, this has been some great hockey. You got 2:01 remaining here. Vancouver taking their timeout. What do you think's going through everybody's minds there right now?
I think they need to just stay calm and collected, and the biggest thing is they need to stay out of the box. Don't be taking any bad pens.
No, I couldn't agree more. Definitely don't need to be taking any pens.
I think they have the
Shot
capability of closing this one out, and I don't think much needs to be said with how this group's been playing tonight. I think they just need to put their heads down and just close this one out here.
No, absolutely. Absolutely.
Just get an ozone possession and cycle. That's all they need to do.
Yeah, and don't be messing around in your zone as well. Forwards got to stay back, support the defense to get those pucks out. You know, clean entries, clean outs.
Well, 44 seconds remaining here. That pass goes around. We'll get back up to the point. Here's Ben Sniffer with it now. Tries to send that back down low. Vancouver able to pick it up. Here's Oh My Lettuce. They'll get that to She's Too Young. Here they come now. Nil with it. He gets bumped off the puck. 19 seconds remaining.
Big poke there by. It looks like
And
the
a
Blues are
penalty.
taking a bad pen.
No, it's Vancouver. That one was just offside. Yeah. No, it was Vancouver taking the penalty. There was a big hit there. So they'll clear that one out to kill off a little bit of time. 9 seconds remaining here. Here comes Zdeno. Pass out front. Shot on. Big save. Another shot.
And
that one
one's
gets
over.
blocked, and it's over.
Wow.
So both series wrap up here, tied 2-2.
Wow, what a finish. It was a little scary with that last chance St. Louis had. If the guy got a stick on it, it was definitely going in the back of the net.
Oh, 100%.
Big save there by Props.
100%. Yeah, props definitely coming up big. Big for the boys in Vancouver tonight. Big shout outs to him. So guys, you know, we've talked about it before. We got to pick 3 stars. Everybody's got to pick one, and I think definitely for me, you know, you just mentioned him. I don't mean to steal him from you, Harry, but I think that one of our stars tonight definitely has to be Props.
Yeah, and I'm gonna one up you, Nielzy too.
Yeah.
Guy carried that Vancouver squad game 3 with 5 goals. You know, big night for him. You know, good job overall over there in Vancouver.
Yeah. And then I would say over on the other side, I don't know if you guys agree here, but watching that Tampa Bay Buffalo, again, as I mentioned earlier, and what I always thought it was going to be, very tight, very defensive game. And as you were listening to me call it, there was one name that I kept on saying for big plays in the defensive zone, and that was Angelic Lama. So I think Angelic Lama definitely deserves to be one of our stars for the night. That guy coming up big, clutch in a couple of situations, helping out the goalie. And working with some pretty good transitions too, getting the Wilkesy boys all fired up.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that, but I gotta give my pick to Otis. If it wasn't for him, they wouldn't have won that game 3. And you know, I don't think I really saw him get tested much in that game 4, but he still played big and got the 2 dubs for their that Buffalo team.
No, fair enough. So we got 4 stars tonight, not 3.
I'm changing it up. I'm changing it up.
There you go. We had to get him in. Some absolutely great hockey tonight here, boys.
Obi, what about you? We didn't hear what you had to say.
We already.
I think my number 1 star of the night is 100% Nilsy. He put that Vancouver team on his back in Game 5, and he came out big with a couple of points there in Game 4 as well.
Fucking hop in the backpack, boys. Let's go.
Yeah, he really said, "Hop on in. I'll take us for a ride here."
Yeah, and you know, it is great to see. I'm gonna say it first and foremost. It's nice that Busta wasn't right. Not just because not just because Busta isn't right, but because, you know,
it's a good day when Busta is wrong.
Yeah, fair enough. But also because you want to see a good series.
Yeah, that
you know,
too.
You know, and we always knew that there was definitely that potential. Now, I'm gonna have to go back, but I do believe I did say St. Louis in 6, and obviously with the top line coming back, well, I guess you don't know what they're going to do now, right? Because they have a couple different options and a couple different ways that they could go. Do they bring the top line in for Game 6 and 7 and you know, drop this same line out there tomorrow night, or maybe something a little bit different, or do they change it up? So, you know, that's definitely going to matter. As for the Buffalo team, you know, I think I've mentioned it before, you know, so the first game, so in the first game, Buffalo had to take the 2 penalties, right? So you had the 4 minutes and penalties there. Obviously, the second game was a little bit worse, and they had to take 4 penalties. That's 8 minutes and penalties. Took 2 at the beginning of the first and second period. You didn't get to see the full show of what that line could do because they were behind the 8 ball at the start of every game.
Yep.
Right now, yes, this was Buffalo's top line against the Tampa number 2 line, which, like, come on, guys, Trey, Stu, like, for your second line, that's
it's pretty ridiculous.
Yeah, exactly, right? So what happens tomorrow night when that full line, you know, that other Buffalo line comes out, you know, and is actually able to do it? Because, we know defensively these guys can play that style, and it is awfully frustrating, and we saw it get to Tampa Bay tonight.
It's going to be an interesting turn of events, that's for sure.
Yeah.
If Tampa can come out and get at least 1 dub there, you know, but we don't even know if I wonder if one team will run their top line for games 5 and 6.
Yeah.
That'd be really
Well-
interesting to see, to try and close it out before Game 7.
Yep.
Well, we know we won't see this line that we just saw out of Buffalo in Game 5, but I can see them coming out Game 6 and 7. I think that's how they need to play it.
Well, you don't know what these guys are thinking, right? Because you can play that same line one more time, right? Then you would have to pull them one off to go bring them back to Game 7. If you wanted to play them in Game 7. But yeah, you're right. You could drop them in the next two, and that would be that's putting the chips all in. I don't know if we're going to see either team do that. I think it's just going to be a quick little battle of wait and see. Make sure that all the boys are ready, so you can throw out the line you want against the line that your opponents put up. If you're Tampa Bay and you're St. Louis.
Strategically, if Pat Mo's gonna be out there tomorrow, it's going 5 and 6 both series. If I was these teams, I would play whatever line that played games 1 and 2, Game 5, and then if I was them, or if you're, and if this is just them. If I was them, I would play that line that played games 1 and 2, and then played your Pat Mo line and the Buffalo line, the Lettuce line, the Llama line, the Kucherov line, 6 and 7.
Yep. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what the boys do tomorrow. Again, right here we are. Both series now tied up at 2. This is absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. Some fantastic hockey here in the conference finals. Want to remind you guys one more time really quickly while I have the opportunity that we do sorry, that the summer Sixes hockey summer showdown signups are now open. Season number 14 will be starting up soon. Again, game days are Monday through Friday, 9 p.m., 9:40 p.m., and 10:20 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So please, please, please come on into the Discord and join. Come along with us. Make your own playoff story next season here in the 6HL. I don't know.
Should be the best season that we've had so far, and it's gonna be a little different to adjust to those 3 games a night, Monday through Thursday. But I think it's gonna open the door for some more competitive nights and more competitive matchups.
Yeah, and I'm glad you brought that up because we are still waiting on hearing how that's going to affect games per night. I've seen a lot of guys asking that question in the league chat, as well as in other places. Guys, I can assure you that answers are coming very, very soon, in terms of what the plans are for season 14 and how that's going to work. Obviously, with moving to 3 games a night on 4 nights, that's 2 extra games per week. So obviously, I think some adjustments would have to be made. But again, we're waiting to see what the league has to say on that matter. But I know adjustments will be made when the new league rules come out. Guys, this has been fun.
Yeah, I've had a blast here, Chalk. Appreciate you having me here, and I always look forward and I have a great time being here with you as well.
Cavalry saying Obi looks short.
Cavalry's.
Shut up, Karen.
There's so many things that I want to say to you right now, but I can't.
Oh man, right. So many things you want to say to that.
There's
guy.
so many things that you said that like I could just I don't know. I'm not even gonna go down that route, but
Yeah.
Thinking back at it, I just chuckle at what Carey says, the nonsense that comes out of that guy.
Yeah. Well, speaking of which, nonsense coming out of people's mouths while playing Chell. You boys want to Chell out?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm game.
All
I'm
right.
game.
Let's go. If you want to join us, come on down, boys. Yeah, this has been an absolutely fun night again, Harry. Thank you very much. Obi-Wan's. Do you have a good time? Your first time on screen with us?
Yeah, it was a great time. It was a great time too.
Yeah, everyone,
We had
please
4
welcome.
amazing games. 4 amazing games tonight.
Everyone, please welcome Obi and Tough Guy. You've seen him in the chat. They're 2 brand new media members. Looking forward to working with them a lot more coming to season 14 as we get closer.
Yeah, exactly. Season 14 right around the corner. As mentioned before, sign-ups are now open. Get your asses in here. Let's go.
And
Let's
and
tell.
if you're not aware and you want to own in this league, owner apps are out right now. So go ahead and sign up for those, and let's see if you can get a team and potentially build a playoff team, caliber team.
Exactly. Well, guys, I want to get to some Chell, and I think we did a pretty good job tonight.
Yeah, it was a
I
good
think
time.
we did a nifty job here, Chalk.
You know what?
Oh yeah, it was real neato.
Real neato.
Real neato. Let's
Real
bring
neato.
out the good old terms.
Yeah, exactly. Real neato. Some
It was real neato.
some good old times from the good old boys here. It has been a fun and action-packed Tuesday night here in the 6HL playoff hockey.
Fresh. Real Nito deserves a Dorito.
Nice. Nice. Absolutely. So, in case you missed it, if you're just tuning in, you missed one hell of a night. Tampa Bay and St. Louis walking into tonight up 2-0 in their series. Buffalo and Vancouver walking out of tonight in a tied series on both sides. We're going games 5 and 6 tomorrow. Don't forget to join myself and Beeps back in the booth with me tomorrow night. I'm excited. Can't wait to get this guy back in. It's been a little while. We got tons to cover and talk about. And I'm going to be having a whole lot of fun. Guys, thank you very much for joining us. It has always been an absolutely fantastic time. I love you all, and we'll see you next time. Say bye.
Thank you for coming out, everyone.
Bye, guys.
We enjoyed giving you guys a great show tonight.
Yeah, bye. Bye. Say goodbye. Bye.
Peace, dogs. Peace. I gotta have a signature closing.
As well, you can join us every time we go live for one of our streams on the official 6HL Twitch channel.
Guys, Earth Pancake followed us, guys. Mission accomplished here.